we're going to do another segment now. Starting new clubs. And I need some energy up here because I know it's really dead up here. Your guy here needs some energy. So how do I create energy? I create the best part of my marketing team. My marketing assistant, is he in the house? Joe Griffin! First of all, I want you to know why I picked Joe to be my assistant on the marketing team, because Joe did something that I dreamt of doing. Joe is the guy who sold his business, sold his home, bought his sailboat, and sailed through Mexico for 2 years. Is that neat? And no one dies. Patty's attest to that. No one died.
No one died.
But what did Joe do for me? He created the wow, and he sold me on the sizzle. Joe, I'm going to ask you a question. Starting new clubs, and I want your absolute, honest answer. Is it fun?
Absolutely.
Well, I have a lot of fun. But Joe, I want to talk about starting new clubs. What's in it for these guys if they make sure that the new club is started in their area?
Where would you like to begin?
Do they get some sort of leadership recognition?
Absolutely. You get a CL. There's a sponsorship. There's 2 sponsorships, 2 mentorships. You get distinguished. Your area can get distinguished. That helps the division become distinguished. Helps the district become distinguished.
Speak up.
This last month, I bet we have seen 10 area governors become presidents distinguished because of a new club in their area. Yeah. So if I look at what's in it for me, for you, and creating the wow and selling the sizzle for you, is when you're done your year, and you look at that webpage that shows your area or your division, and it says, Presidents Distinguished. Nobody can ever take that away from you. You know that you were the leader that you wanted to be. By making sure your club stays strong, by starting a new club and not losing any other clubs in your area, and you're a distinguished area, that automatically, does that not make you a president, as long as you do your business and all that stuff? That automatically makes you a president distinguished, does it not?
I believe so.
That's what's in it for you. What's in it for Toastmasters? Have you ever gone to a new club with new charter members? Have you ever seen the enthusiasm in the room? The passion, the excitement. And all of a sudden you find new ways of doing things. That's even better than the way that we've done all over the years. That happens every time we start a new club. This week, we have started in District 21. We have started 5 new clubs.
Oh, wow.
How do we start a new club? Simply as this, is we have a district marketing team. We're there to help you. Do you need us? No, you don't. In fact, if you're up in Prince George and you need to do it yourself, what you want to do is you need to get people at what we call a demo meeting. And how many people do you need at that demo meeting? 20 to 25 people, or even 30 people if possible.
30's good.
30 if possible.
Yes.
You get that demo meeting going, and all of a sudden people are seeing the excitement. But one thing that sometimes we forget is one of our best sources for members is people who are already members of a different club. I belong to 7 clubs.
Same here.
Joe, how many of you?
I am up to 4 now.
4? I call it school. But every single club I belong to, I get more energy, more enthusiasm, it's more fun, that growth. And I gotta tell you, I know when they're taking me out of Toastmasters, I'll be in that pine box. Why not offer other people the same opportunity that you've had? Be a friend, bring somebody out to Toastmasters as an opportunity for them. Create the wow, because if you create the wow, that to start a new club, we get the demo meeting going. And Joe, let's talk about the demo meeting. How many speakers should we have at a demo meeting?
At least 10. No, one
One.
speaker. Yes.
Why just one?
How many do you need to demonstrate a speech?
You want to keep it simple. Often with demo meetings, when people are planning it, they think, well, we really want to showcase, we want to make sure we have our experienced members, we want to make sure we have a new member, we want to make sure we have this, we want to make sure that. And after people have listened to 4 speakers, are they ready to sign?
No.
One speaker. One of the things is with demo meetings is we want to make sure that people see the fun. We want to encourage them to do all the protocol things that we need to do at demo meetings. So we do that. Every time we start that new club and we sign that new club, we need to make sure they're strong, just like we need other clubs do. We need to make sure that we have strong mentors for that club. We need to make sure that we have sponsors for that club. And we've been really lucky the last while. We're really hitting that. But where can you as area governors really help here? When you're going to do your presentation at clubs, ask people in those clubs who would like to develop their leadership skills. Who would like to be a mentor, a sponsor, a club coach? I saw the red tag down there when I was doing the week of clubs, and the most important thing that I forgot was club coach. Do you know what you need to do to have a club coach? You know what the rules are? Darren?
You got to ask for one.
You have to ask for one. The club has to ask for one. The president can't. The club has to ask for one. How many members can the club have? 6. Minimum of 6. A maximum of 12. Minimum of 6, maximum of 12. Club can have how many club coaches? 2. If you're a club coach, what's the benefit for you? What's in it for you if you become a club coach?
Lots of stress.
But it's wonderful stress. Joe, what's in it for a club coach?
Lots of things. I mean, obviously you get to help people out. You see the club flourish. That's one thing. But you also can work towards your CL. If you're going to take a role in leadership, you're going to want to. That's one of the simplest things to do. But it's minimum of 6 months, right?
Minimum of 6 months, and your club has to be distinguished. But that's a big when you're done. But that's the big thing is you have that opportunity to grow as a leader. And every person in this room has that opportunity to be a mentor, a sponsor, a club coach. You have the opportunity to find mentors, sponsors, and club coaches when you go do your visits. A lot of times this year, at the beginning of the year, I didn't know who in the district wanted to be club coaches. My problem was people be asking up in Prince George or up in some other part of the province in Division C or even in the Lower Mainland, they'd say, we need a club coach. Well, I can't make up a list. But if you're doing your visits and you see people who want to grow as leaders, you can. And when you find people who want to be leaders and you pass them on, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the club coach coordinator this year is Gene Vickers.
Check on that.
So if you decide that if you need club coaches, please pass that information on to your members and then pass it on to Karen and myself, Karen Knight and myself, and we will find club sponsors, mentors, and coaches every time you ask them. We need your help, but I promise you this is going to be a rewarding year. What do you need, Ellen?
I'd just like to comment, and I don't know whether you've mentioned it, but I haven't heard it, maybe it's my hearing. As part of your Advanced Leader Silver, which is most people's last steps toward DTM, I mean, obviously you need to be a governor who will look at all the people here. You need to have one of club sponsor, club mentor, or club coach. And the third item is high performance leadership, which was just handed out today. What an opportunity, guys.
And follow what Albert just said, is your year as club coach or any of those things that we're talking about also can be your high performance leadership coach.
Best high performance leadership you can have is your governorship.
I've had the most fun I could ever dream of in Toastmasters and its marketing. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Joe, but I'm going to go out and live here. Do you think we've created the well?
Absolutely.
Have we we sold the sizzle because we're a distinguished district.
Well, I like to take one step further and say that we're probably going to finish 10th in the world. Is that a good achievement?
I think so.
I was bowing to the almighty back there, the fellow who led a team, and he did an amazing job. And nobody's really had an opportunity. But if we're select distinguished, that is huge. Let's give it up for Tom Jones and his leadership.
Don't jinx it. We gotta get there first. Okay, we gotta get there first.
Yeah,
But
we
we
might
can do
not
it.
see you again, Don.
Yes, yes. We gotta get there first, you guys.
This, what I'm going to tell Tom right now, is exactly what we're going to do as leadership team for the rest of this year. But your year is just starting. We're going to march on proudly and tall. We know where we're going. We've got the plan. We follow the plan, and we're going to reap the rewards of our plan. And we're darn proud of our accomplishments this year. And if I look around this room, if you do all the things we've talked about, your year will be the most successful year you've ever had in leadership, and you will only grow from it. You will see what's in it for you. If you do all those things, imagine how many people will grow as a result of your leadership skills. I don't know of a bigger reward there is on the face of this earth than seeing other people grow as a result of your efforts. I congratulate you.